again and welcome to class 736. Okay, we have 2 sentences left in our translation book. We have 2 sentences left on page 299. Yes, 99, kachichin. Yeah, 299, almost 300. Okay. So, the next to last, number 24. Tengo algunas personas a las que llamar. I have some people to call. I have some people to call. I have some people to call. Yeah. Well, who do you have to call? I have to call my mother-in-law. I have to call my brother. I have to call Marta's best friend. I have to call a lot of people. I have some people to call. I have some people to call. Y por último, and finally, aprovecho mi tiempo. I take advantage of my time. It's true. I take advantage of my time. Incluso hacer el vago es aprovechar el tiempo. But you need to have tiempo de vago. You know, you need to have time to do nothing. All right. No, I'm always busy doing something. I'm never sitting. You know, maybe I should try transcendental meditation. La meditación trascendental. Maybe I should try transcendental meditation. I don't think it would work with me. I don't think it would work. Yes. Meditation, I think, is good. Do you meditate? No meditas? She doesn't do meditation. But I think it's good if you develop the ability to do it properly. But I don't think I have the patience. I'm always impatient. Yeah. So I don't think I have the calmness and tranquility to do it. All right, let's go on vocabulary booklet. Do you remember? It hasn't changed. It's the same. We're getting closer and closer to the end. Vocabulary list number 36. Wow. 36? No. List number 35. Yes. List number 35. It's a mistake. List number 35. Are you ready? This is on page 159. Preocupado. Concerned. I'm concerned about the future. I'm concerned about the future of mankind or humankind. Concerned means preocupado sin ansiedad. Preocupado, una sana preocupación. I'm concerned. También puede ser con cierta preocupación de verdad. I'm concerned. I'm really concerned about the problem with that camera. I'm really concerned. We might need to buy a new camera. We might need to buy I'm concerned. Worried is, I'm worried. Yeah, I remember about 10 years ago, I met a man in Texas in the United States, and he was very worried. And I said, well, what's the problem? He said, well, you see this book? Yeah. I checked it out of the public library. Oh, okay. 34 years ago. Oh. And I looked at the back, porque donde está. Wow. That's 1984. Wow. Yeah. And the penalty now is growing. What am I going to do? He was worried because he had a book from the public library that he never returned. Okay. And he was worried. Worried is preocupado con ansiedad negativa. Worried. A nadie le gusta estar worried. Nobody likes to be worried. Nobody wants to be worried. Now, to be concerned is sometimes necessary. You see. Estoy preocupado por el futuro de la humanidad. Es una sana preocupación. O sea, presto atención. You know, I pay attention to it, but I'm concerned. I'm not convinced that the future of mankind is going in the right direction. So I'm concerned about that. Concerned. Eso es preocupado cuando la preocupación no es de ansiedad. All right. Comercio internacional. Foreign trade. Comercio internacional. Foreign trade. 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 Trade is trueque. Yeah. I'll give you these pencils if you give me a free Spanish class. We're trading. Trade. Trade is comercio. También, comercio. Foreign trade. International trade. Trade barriers. Barreras al comercio. Trade barriers. The trade balance. La balanza comercial. La balanza comercial española es deficitaria, negativa. The trade balance is a negative trade balance. Trade, foreign trade, foreign, foráneo, foreign, novato, novice. It's interesting, novato. Tenemos 8 profesores novatos empezando próximo lunes. We have 10 novice teachers. Novice, claro, novicio o novicia es una monja in training, digamos, es novicia. All right. O sea, esta palabra en inglés, novice, is not for nuns or for monks. A novice means un novato. He's green behind the ears, verde detrás de las orejas. Green behind the ears means está todavía un poco verde. Okay, he needs more experience. A novice, enfermera, nurse. Nurse. Yes, a nurse. Richard, would you like to be a nurse? No, not really. But I think it's a very interesting job. It's a hard job to be a nurse. It's a lot of work. Yeah. And some doctors, not all, but some doctors are a bit, arrogant. Yeah. But the nurse, many nurses have a feeling of, they like helping people. They like helping people. A good nurse. Nurse. Yes. The ex-general manager of this company, director general aquí hasta el 2010. Yeah. He's a male nurse now. Se dice enfermero, decimos enfermera macho. Male nurse. He's a male nurse in North Carolina. Interesting. Do you remember Michael Choi? You never met Michael? No? All right. Michael Choi. Coreano y chino. He was half Korean. His mother was Chinese. And his mother is Chinese, viven los dos. And his father is South Korean. And they met in Spain. And he didn't speak Chinese and she didn't speak Korean, so they spoke English. And they had 2 boys, Michael and Richard Choi, who grew up in Spain. And they went to a British school. They spoke English perfectly. They spoke Spanish perfectly, con esas caras de oriental. They spoke Spanish perfectly. But they didn't speak Chinese or Korean. The parents didn't speak to them in Chinese or Korean. It's a pity. And now, the younger one, Richard, lives in Philadelphia, and he's a neurologist. He's a neurologist working in la UCI, in the intensive care unit, ICU, la ICU, intensive care unit, sí, intensivo cuidados unidad, intensive care unit. And his patients, neurologist, and his patients are normally asleep, you see. So he doesn't have problems with his patients because they can't speak. It's a perfect job. A neurologist in the intensive care unit in a hospital in Philadelphia. And Michael, the ex-general manager of this company, he married a Korean girl whose family lived in North Carolina. And she is a pharmacist and he is a male nurse. Yes. And I think they have 2 children. Wonderful people, fantastic people. All right. Let's continue. Enfermera, nurse. Obstáculo, obstacle. There are a lot of obstacles, an obstacle course. La vida es una carrera de obstáculos. Es que lo es. It is. Life is an obstacle course. And you must understand that it's an obstacle course. So you need to learn to negotiate or navigate. Se dice mucho negociar los obstáculos. To navigate, navegar, to navigate the obstacles in life. Life always presents obstacles. And you need to be intelligent, hardworking, and possess skills, poseer habilidades, to be able to navigate or to negotiate the hundreds of obstacles that life puts up in front of you. So you need to jump, go around, go under, or break through. All right. Obstacle, no o, obstacle. All right. Pasado de moda, old-fashioned. Bueno, pasado de moda is out of fashion. Probably my hairstyle is out of fashion. Ahora cortan todo mucho aquí. Yeah. My hairstyle is out of fashion. So I'm an old-fashioned person. Old-fashioned. Old-fashioned. Viejo modado. No, desmodado, vamos. No. Fuera de moda, let's say. Out of fashion. Ya no estoy de moda. Nothing. My hairstyle, probably everything. My clothing is from my generation. So I'm old-fashioned. Old-fashioned. All right, actuación, rendimiento, performance. 2 days ago I was talking about performance. Performance, to perform. Actuar en teatro is to perform. Yes. Un rendimiento, un motor rinde bien, it performs well. A high-performance engine, motor de alto rendimiento. A high-performance engine. Me encantó la actuación cuando te vi en el teatro ayer. I loved your performance. Congratulations. It was a wonderful performance. Ahora, el desempeño, rendimiento del trabajo. You need to improve your performance. Tienes que mejorar tu desempeño, tu rendimiento. You need, en el trabajo, you need to improve your performance. So, performance es rendimiento de cualquier tipo. De un motor, de una máquina, de una actuación teatral o similar o televisiva. O el trabajo en la oficina, in your job, the work in your job, el trabajo en tu trabajo, the work en tu puesto, the work in your job performance indicators, indicadores de rendimiento, performance indicators, castigo, punishment, te voy a punir, te voy a castigar, punible, punishable, it's punishable by death, punish. Yes, Richard, do you punish your students? Yes, sometimes. How do you punish them? With my eyes, looking at them, and they get, that's how I punish them. When they make the same mistake 17 times, I look at them, and they immediately feel, and sometimes I say, if you make that mistake one more time, the door is over there. Don't. It's a question of lack of respect. I have corrected you that same mistake at least 10 times. Don't make me correct you time number 11. If I have to correct you for the 11th time, the door is over there. Don't come back. It's a question of respect for me. So sometimes, okay, not very often, una vez cada 5 años, once every 5 years, bam, okay. You want to learn English? Then you pay attention. Don't make me repeat the same correction 47 times, okay? And so, yeah, I punish. Yeah, ¿estás de acuerdo, no? I'm punishing them, yeah. That's a soft way of punishing. All right. Castigo, punishment. Propósito, purpose. ¿Cuál es el propósito de todo esto? What's the purpose of all this? The purpose of this is for you to improve your English. No, Richard, that's not the purpose. Well, in your opinion, what's the purpose of todo esto? What's the purpose? Pronunciación. Purpose, escrito, purpose. Per, your, her, bur, purpose. Purpose. Claro, purpose. ¿Ves la palabra purpose? Purpose. The British, purpose. Purpose. Oh, what's the purpose of all this? All this. Tiene una forma de hablar algunos. Oh, what's the purpose of all this? What's the purpose? Purpose is to help you improve your English. No, it's not, Richard. The purpose is to make money. Yeah. Money makes the world go round. Yes, sir. And also, but the purpose, it's easier to make money other ways. I mean, to buy the lights, to buy this table, to all of the acoustics in this room cost a lot of money. Probably it would be better there are other activities that are more lucrative. So the purpose of all this is, to make money, of course, to earn money, to provide job security for myself, for Marta, and for other indirect collaborators. Yes, we need to put food on the table. We need to pay up for our children's education. We need to pay the mortgage on the house. And we need to try to live as comfortably as possible. So yes, the purpose is to make money. But at the same time, to be happy in life, you need to enjoy your job. It's very important to feel happy in your work. If you don't, it affects the other areas of your life. I mean, there are 4 areas in your life, basically. Family, love, leisure, ocio, and work. And if work is a big problem, if you don't like your job, if you suffer, it contaminates the other areas, you see. So it's very important to like your job. All right, let's go on. Castigo, propósito, purpose. Tranquilizador, reassuring. Es reasegurante. Reassuring? Reasegurar. En español, reasegurar es de las compañías de seguros, de reaseguros. You see, an insurance company covers a risk. For example, a car. You drive a car, you have car insurance. And the company assumes or takes on the risk. Fine. And so the insurance company has millions of clients and millions of risks, individual risks. But usually an insurance company has another company that covers, and that's called reinsurance, reaseguro. Okay. So reinsure, but to reassure es asegurar, garantizar. Te aseguro que estaré aquí mañana. I assure you. Insure con I latina es asegurar con póliza de seguros. Insure. Voy a asegurar esta habitación. I'm going to insure this room. Voy a asegurar esos lápices. I'm going to insure these pencils. A pianist insures his hands. Yeah, and things. To insure. Now, to assure is, te aseguro que sí, que voy a estar mañana. Te lo aseguro. I assure you. Asure, doble S, con A al principio. I assure you. Now, to reassure es volver a asegurar. Entonces, lo usamos en el sentido donde en español soléis usar tranquilizar. Mira, está muy preocupada, la voy a tranquilizar, que sí mañana hay grabación. Está muy preocupada, que no mañana. I'm going to reassure her that everything's okay for tomorrow. I'm going to reassure. To reassure is tranquilizar a alguien asegurando por segunda vez o tercera vez. No te preocupes. Everything's going, I'm reassuring her. To reassure. Recuperación, recovery. Ah, te has recuperado del accidente. You've recovered from the accident. Was it a quick recovery or a slow recovery? Was it a quick recovery? Recovery, recuperación. Recuperation? Nah. Recuperation, no, recovery. You'll recover. To get over the illness, to get over. To recover. Repentino is sudden. Sudden death. Muerte es la muerte súbita. We said la muerte repentina. Sudden death. Yeah, because suddenly is de repente, or de súbito, de pronto. You have three ways. Nadie dice de súbito. De súbito entró Pedro en la habitación. No, we don't say that. De repente, Pedro entró. Suddenly, all of a sudden death. Eso es muerte súbita en deportes. In tennis, for example, sudden death, muerte súbita, sudden. Un acontecimiento repentino, inesperado. A sudden, unexpected event. A sudden. All right, let's go on. Hablador, talkative. She's very talkative. Yeah, she's very talkative. Sometimes I get here and, come on, let's, and she's putting on the makeup and she's, es que el otro día estuve hablando con mi hermana. I said, Marta, finish. She's very talkative. Parlanchina, se dice, ¿no? Talkative. Aquí dice habladora. Vale. You have charlatán, parlanchín y hablador. Charlatán es un poco, Parlanchín, Hablador. Persona muy hablador is a talkative person. Talkative isn't negative. It's neutral. It's not positive necessarily, but it's definitely not negative. He's a very talkative person is not a criticism. In Spanish, si yo digo, ella es muy parlanchina, es una crítica, ¿no? ¿Es charlatana? Un poco, yeah. All right. Implica otras cosas también. But in English, talkative is parlanchín, parlanchina, o habladora, muy habladora. Es que no habla mucho. My mother talking with her accent. I remember this is great. I think I've told this story before, but my mother enjoyed talking to her friends on the telephone. She was talking, and she was talking, and my mother was talking the whole time. And I was wondering if the other person, the other person was listening. And she was talking, my mother, for 20 minutes. My mother was talking. And then she hung up and she said, oh, ¿qué habladora es ella? She said, she's such a talker. She's such a talker. All right. No, my mother was the talker, okay? So maybe I should show a picture. Have I ever shown a picture of my mother on the air? Yeah, I showed a picture of my mother on the air. All right. Where are we? I've completely lost my place. Completely. Repentino, sudden. Hablador, talkative. And I skipped one. Supervivencia, survival. La sobrevivencia, supervivencia, sobrevivir. To survive. Survival, survival. Everybody knows the word survive. I will survive. La, da, 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 da. Do you remember the song? Yeah. Yeah, well, I can't remember how it starts. I will try to find. I will survive. Survival. La supervivencia del más fuerte. De Darwin. The survival of the fittest. Fit in inglés no es fuerte. Fit is el que mejor se adapta al entorno. Who best adapts to the environment. That's the fittest. The survival of the fittest. The survival of the species that can adapt more effectively to the environment. That's the fit. They are fit for survival in that environment. Survival. All right. Enterrar is to bury. Bury. Yes. To bury, escrito booty. Una U clarísima ahí, pero es un sonido de E clarísima. Bury, bury, bury. I buried Paul. Yes, yes. For about 1 year, there was a conspiracy theory that Paul McCartney was dead in 1968. And there's one song, I am a walrus, yo soy una morsa, I am a walrus. And at the end of the song, the last thing, if you turn the volume up to 10, you hear a voice. I buried Paul. Yo enterré a Paul. I buried Paul. Oof. It gives you the goosebumps. Yeah. Carne de gallina, no, en inglés es carne de ganso. Goosebumps or goose pimples. But I have to go. See you tomorrow.